OSI model. Okay, mostly network engineer getting basic fundamental issues. If you're working as a network engineer, so must be clear 3 points. In 3 points, which one first? First thing is how data structure add. Clear? Then second thing is how to add a layer information. Then third information is which one? Which type of protocols we are using to forward or receive my data traffic. Clear? So this three information we can get from OSI model. Why we discuss OSI model? So first thing we need to discuss about the PC. For example, if you're having a PC, so this PC actually called a personal computer. This PC called personal computer. Right now, every user separately store on data inside this PC. Every user, if having. Now, in 90s, we are getting this PC some vendors. Which type of vendors will provide this personal computer? So we are getting a first vendor is IBM. Second is Microsoft. Third is Apple. So these vendors provide a personal computer to store your data. Yes or no? Now, so in 90s, whenever we are getting the personal computer from those vendors, so this vendor will provide some guidelines. Which type of guidelines? Which type? First guideline is same vendor devices, same vendor devices, or you can say PC, can communicate. Okay, no issue. Second thing in guidelines, we are getting same vendor devices, or you can say PC, can share data also. Okay, now third guidelines. In third guidelines, we are getting different vendors, devices, or you can say PC, cannot communicate. In 90s, we are getting this type of issues. Now, fourth number guidelines. Different vendor devices, or if you can say PC, cannot share data. So these guidelines we are getting in 90s, but how many method available for communication? First, we need to discuss how many methods. So vendor is clear, 3 vendors, IBM, Microsoft, and Apple, and those vendor will provide personal computer first time. Now, for example, if you are having computer, so how to get connectivity? How to get, or you can say, how many way connect a PC, or you can say networking devices. Okay. Now, how many way? So we are getting only 2 way. First is wired. Second is wireless. Now, so what is the difference in between wired or wireless? In wired, we are using multiple technology right now. But before right now, we are using only 2 technology. First technology name is serial links we are using to get connectivity. Then we are getting Ethernet technology. This technology work on wire, but if you are having a wireless, so wireless work on, you can say radio frequency. Clear? and we are using some SSID concept. So this method is available to connect two different vendors or vendors devices. Right now, if I'm saying, if you are getting connectivity this time, this one is having a PC1, but this PC username is Bob, and this side we are getting one more PC. This username is Sam, and right now both are connected with which one connectivity? We are getting wired connectivity right now. Bob say I'm using Microsoft PC, and Sam say, brother, I'm using IBM PC in 90s. So whenever Bob say I want to share some data. So whenever Bob trying to share some data with Sam, so we are getting two way to share the data. First is via wired connection. Second is wireless, and third also option available in 90s. We are getting a floppy disk, but floppy disk having some limitation. So that is the reason we are trying to share the data via wired connection or wireless. But in 90s, whenever Microsoft vendors PC trying to share the data with IBM PC, so possible? No. Sam, if Sam want to share some data traffic on Bob's side, so any possibility available to share data? No, we are not getting. So that is the reason. One of organization name is ISO, International Organization of Standard. This person will introduce ISO, will develop OSI model. Okay, why discuss OSI model? Because OSI called Open System Interconnection. Which one? Open System Interconnection. So why we use OSI? This model help to communicate two different vendor devices. Okay, now one more thing. Basically, ISO introduced in 1979 this OSI model. From 1979 to 1984, we are getting some changes. Okay, now one more thing. One more thing is OSI, it's called a logical reference model. Okay, it's not available physical. It's also available on device. Now, one more thing. OSI model having a 7 layers. How many layers, dear? 7 layers. So why we use 7 layers? This 7 layer had to get connectivity or communication in between different vendor devices. Now, one more thing we need to discuss, layers information. Now, layers. So OSI layer. So we are getting first layer is application layer. Then we are getting presentation layer. Then we are getting session layer. Then we are getting transport layer. Then we are getting a network layer. Then we are getting a data link layer. Then we are getting a physical layer also. So how many layers available? Verify. Application layer present on layer number 7. Presentation is layer 6. Session is layer number 5. Transport is layer number 4. Network is layer number 3. Data is layer number 2. Physical is layer number 1. Now, those layers available in OSI model. So how to get information? So how to work these layers? Right now, if you are having two PC again, so this person name is Bob, and this side we are getting connectivity with Sam, and both are connected with physical cable. That means wired connectivity. This side. Okay, now Bob say, brother, I want to send some data, but this data must be generated by some application. If you are using Excel, if you are using calculator, for example, if you are using calculator, so calculator also called application. If you are using CMD, so this one is also called application. If you are using Excel, so Excel also called application. So basically every time we need to use application. Operating system also called application. So right now Bob say, brother, I am using application layer, but right now OSI model work on two bases. First, Bob say, I want to send the data. So Bob say, I am sitting on which one side? From a sender. Clear? Now, Sam say, brother, I want to receive your data. So Sam sitting on from receiver side. Okay, now Bob say, brother, my first layer is application. Application layer help to generate some data. So Bob will generate some data. Inside data, Bob say, I'm using some application and I want to send some hello message. So application only generate the data. You can write the data on your application and then application will generate the data. Now. Second, after application layer, Bob use a second layer. Second layer name is presentation. Right now, presentation layer are responsible for which work? Presentation layer say inside your data, which type of message you are sending? Text message, audio message, video message, which type of data? So right now this person sending the text message. So presentation layer say if you are sending the text message, so whenever Sam receive the data, Sam always receive a text data, never possibility any we are getting audio data. This thing is clear. Now one more thing. In this case, presentation layer only responsible for your data. Now Sam say, brother, I want to forward this data on my wire. But before wire, we reach on next layer, session layer. Why we use session layer? If you want to send your data traffic from Bob to Sam, so Bob user if using a WhatsApp application. So WhatsApp application must be having the internet connectivity. That means mobile data, mobile internet connection must be on. If Bob having mobile data is on, but Sam mobile data, mobile internet connection is off. So Bob say, I will send the data. Yes or no? But Sam possible to receive your data? No. So in this case, session layer only responsible for to verification user is online or offline. Clear? Now one more thing. After session layer, data reach on next layer. Next layer is transport. Transport means we are delivering the data from Bob to Sam side. So we are getting two methods to deliver your data, because on transport layer, we are getting two brothers. And which one two brothers? On transport layer, we are getting first brother name is reliable and second brother name is unreliable. What is the difference in between reliable or unreliable? It's a very simple method. For example, with this data, I'm using unreliable person. So Bob sent this data on same side, but Bob getting any message from same side to receive data or not receive data or successfully deliver? No. So if you are using unreliable brother, so not possible to verify data successfully deliver or not deliver. But if someone say, brother, I'm using the reliable person whenever we are sending this data from Bob to Sam side. So whenever you are sending, so whenever Sam receive the data, Sam automatically send back, I'm successfully receive your data. So transport layer getting the delivery guarantee. Now next layer is network layer. Whenever we are trying to access internet service on PC, laptop, IP phones, mobile, iPad, any networking device to get the internet service. So devices having electronic IDs. Devices having electronics ID. Electronic ID means we can say IP. IP means Internet Protocol Address. This address help to get connectivity or communication method. So network layer only responsible to add. For example, if Bob want to send this hello message to Sam side. So Bob having some mobile number, Sam also having the mobile number, contact number, then we can share now. So network layer only responsible to add which one information? IP. Which one is sender IP? Which one is receiver IP? So with this data, we add some information. Now. Next thing. On next layer, after network layer, we reach on data link layer. Why we use data link layer? Every device, for example, your mobile phone. In mobile phone, we are getting IMI number. This number, every device must be unique to identify, to track your mobile. Yes or no? So same to same in a network, we are getting hardware address. Hardware address means you can say it's called a MAC address. This hardware address we are getting from vendor or from some authorized organization as it is. IMI also we are getting 2%. For example, if you are having a Samsung mobile phone, so Samsung will provide some IMI number, some bits, some field, and other organization also provide some fields. So after receiving both organization information, then we create the IMI number. So same information in MAC address. Whenever we are getting the MAC address on my devices, so MAC address also we are getting from two person. Which one? One is my vendor, and other person is IEEE. So this two vendors will provide, this two person will provide the MAC address. And this MAC address, every device automatically unique. Okay. So with this data, we add MAC address. That means we can get which one is sender and which one is receiver. Now, data reach on next layer. Next layer is physical. So if you are sending this hello message from Bob to Sam, so Bob device capability to read the human language messages? No. So by default, the physical layer is responsible to convert human readable language into machine readable language. Clear? Now, this data receive on Sam side. Now, whenever Sam receive your data, data must be received on first wire. So first layer on receiver side, we are getting which one here? Physical. On physical layer, Sam will say, brother, I am receiving the data into 0101. That means it's a machine readable. Now, after physical layer, Sam will reach on next layer. And next layer is data link. In data link, Sam will get which information inside the data? MAC. MAC means which one is source and which one is destination. Okay, source is Bob and destination is Sam. Now, next layer. After next layer, data reach on network layer. On network layer, Sam say I'm receiving inside the data IP. Which one is source IP? Which one is destination IP? Source IP means sender and destination means receiver. Now, after network layer, data reach on transport layer. Transport layer will inform which type of brother or which type of protocol we are using to do a data delivery. So basically we are using here, which one person in my data? Reliable person. Reliable means whenever Sam receive your data, Sam must be sent back one message. Which one? I am successfully receive your data. Okay, now after transport layer, data reach on session layer. On session layer, SAM device will verify I'm getting a mobile data is on or off. Internet service is available or not available. That means connectivity. After session layer, data reach on presentation. On presentation, SAM will identify in my data I'm getting some 0101, but it will be decode and we can get a represent on my which one layer? Which one layer? Application. And application will show the notification. You are receiving from Bob. Which one message here? Hello. So always clear. From sender side, we are receiving which one is my first layer? Application. On receiver side, we are getting which one is my first layer? Physical layer. So depends on your data traffic flow. Data means you are sending some information. So depends on your data traffic flow. Which one is sender? Which one is receiver? This thing must be clear in production network if you are doing any troubleshooting. Now, next information. Next information, we need to discuss about some small part. Give me 1 second to increase the slide size. Now, this one is OSI brief session about the layers. Now we need to discuss about some advanced devices. Okay. Sometimes a student will get confusion. What is the meaning of network? Network means inside a group, multiple end devices connected and communicate each devices and share data files also. Clear? So we are calling network. Network means a group. So network, we are getting a different type. Sometimes we are getting a LAN. Sometimes we are getting a WAN. Sometimes we are getting MAN. Sometimes we are getting a CAN. Sometimes we are getting a PAN also. Okay. Why we are getting a different types of network? So LAN means it's a local area network. For example, this one is your box. Inside box, multiple devices available. Or if you want to connect multiple devices, so we are getting lots of devices. Sometimes we are using hub. Sometimes we are using bridge. Sometimes we are using switch, because those devices will provide the connectivity. But in hub, number of ports, we are getting only 4. In bridge, number of ports, we are getting 2. But in switch case, we are getting a number of ports is 8, 16, 24, 32, 48. Clear? So if you're having a number of user more than 5, So we are using switch. So we are getting switch and connect all users. Okay, and we are getting some server as well. Okay, so this box devices communicate each other. So this one is my local area networks. But in local area networks, devices can communicate from this user to this user, from this to this one. If this user want to share some data file with this one, and this user want to share data file with this one, so possible without any outside traffic. We don't want to send your data traffic other side. So inside communication, we are calling local area network. And this area network user can communicate each other, share file also. Now. One more thing. Sometimes we are getting WAN concept. WAN means it's a wide area network. Wide area network means basically if you are having two sites, for example, this one is my site, LA, clear? And this side we are getting a router connected with your switch, and switch connected with your some users, LAN users. And this router connected with internet service provider. And right now, this one side we are also getting one more side. This side we are getting a router, we are getting a switch, we are connected with a server. This side we are getting an application server also. This router also get connectivity from ISP, and this one is my site. And I'm saying this one is my room site. Clear? Now, both sides want to communicate, but this user communicate internally. No, this user want to communicate with other sites users, other site devices. So whenever this user want to access another site devices, so this user go to publicly. Clear? That means ISP side must be. So whenever we are communicating the devices in between via public network, so we are calling it's a wide area network. Clear? Publicly we are communicating. Okay. Main concept we can also discuss. It's called metropolitan area networks. Clear? In this network, we are getting a range of network is kilometers, in kilometers. Now, it's my campus area network. In a school, colleges, you are getting a campus area networks. We are getting a building 1, building 2, building 3. PAN also we are getting. PAN means it's my private area network. For example, if you are having two laptops, if you want to exchange the data from your old laptop to new laptop, so you just need to connect your LAN cable from one device to another device. So this one is your private area network. You are communicating each other separately. No need to use any device. Clear? It's my private area network. Now, one more thing after network, we need to discuss about OSI model, basically. In OSI models, we start from a layers. First, we discuss layer 7. Which one? It's an application layer. Why we use application layer if someone asking? So application layer is very simple. If you want to do a deep study in OSI model, so some books are recommended. Okay, inside your in your books, I think having 2,500 pages, you can get complete information about OSI model if you want to do a deep study. But right now in application layer or OSI model, we discuss short theory, but we can get clear the concepts. Okay. Right now, why we use application layer in production network? It will be responsible to generate data traffic. Clear? With the help of applications and services. So we can generate data with the help of application and services. First, we'll discuss application. For example, if you are using CMD, so we can generate. If you are using Excel, so we can generate, but it's a internally data traffic. You can share the data. Yes, via CMD, if you want to ping the google.com, you can share your data traffic outside. But via Excel, it's not possible. If you are sharing your Excel file with publicly, so it's possible. Okay, we are getting another application also. If you are using, for example, MS Pen. So MS Pen is possible to share your data? No. Directly you can create your data and save into your local files. Then you can share with the help of another application publicly. Now, if you are using some browsers. So browsers will also help to generate your data. Which type of browser we are getting? Google Chrome, Firefox, Opera. Okay, we are getting Safari web browser. We are getting a multiple, for example, Brave browser, multiple browser available. But those browser we can access for internet services. Okay, now which type of services we are accessing with the help of browser, with the help of different type of applications? Some application we are using online, na? So some application also using services. This services will provide some specific access. Which type of services we are using? Commonly we are using first service name is HTTP. Second is my HTTPS. Third is my FTP service. Fourth is a DNS service. Each and every users access on the daily basis this 4 applications. Each and every user access this application daily basis for accessing internet. Clear? Now, one more thing. Whenever we want to discuss application layer concept, so must we follow some rules. Now, the design is to learn the OSI model. It's a very simple design. We are getting some user. Okay, this one is my user. And this user connected with a modem. It's a home user or office. Clear? Modem means access point. You can get wireless connectivity or physical as well. And modem connected with your ISP side. ISP only provide internet services. Clear? So this one is my design. In this design, we discuss complete OSI model. Complete. Each and every topic in OSI. Now, so this user say, brother, I want to generate some data. So this user use some browsers. So we are using, for example, Google Chrome. And this user say, I'm using the tab number is 1. And this user will enter the keyword on tab Ccna and then enter. Ccna then enter. Now, after enter, this user say, okay, with the help of Google Chrome, I'm generating some data. Okay, this data will forward from user to modem. Modem will accept this data and modem verify, okay, this user want to access some internet service. Okay, now this modem will forward this data on which one side? ISP. ISP, whenever receive your data, ISP accept, okay, this user want to access Ccna website. Okay, this ISP send back the reply on modem and modem forward user side. So whenever this user received the reply message from modem, so this user forward this data on Google Chrome. And whenever Google Chrome will get the complete information, so we are getting in my tab, this one option, HTTP ://ccna.com. So can you please verify which type of service we are accessing right now? We are accessing HTTP service. So what is the meaning of HTTP? First, clear the short theory about the HTTP, then we discuss another part. Okay, right now HTTP call hypertext transfer protocol. Why we use it? Is used to provide web services. Clear? If user want to access website, for example. Clear? Now, in this service, devices access web server Okay. Whenever devices access HTTP web server, then all data traffic send and receive into plain text. Which one, dear? Plain text. In this service, data encryption not possible. One more thing. In this service, data not secured. Clear? This service use a port number just like a roll number. Port number is 80. One more thing, whenever user access a user, you can say user or you can say client. Whenever client and server get connectivity, then this connection is not secured. Clear? Anyone can get your data. Now, one more thing. Whenever client send data, then if someone capture data traffic, then possible to sniff all information. Okay. Right now, this one is HTTP. So carefully use the service. Right now, after getting this website accessible, so we are getting one more information. This user will get a login option. Login. So this login option, we just need to put the username. We just need to write down the password as well. Now, this user login with credential. Username is, for example, admin. Password is 1234. Now, for example, this modem connected with another also one more device. And this one is which one, PCD? Attacker. This attacker capture the data traffic on this PC, on this laptop, and then open your data. Inside your data, this attacker will get a website information is http://ccna.com, and login credential also this attacker will get some username, some password. So this attacker will get username is admin and password is 1234. So basically this attacker will possible to capture your all information. So carefully verify this service. If someone says, sir, how to verify this service right now I am accessing? For example, if I'm using Firefox, so Firefox easy to learn any service. Hold on. For example, if I'm put google.com. So right now, if you enter google.com, so verify this one is HTTPS. Right now, if I'm open HTTP website, this one is only dummy website, HTTP website. Any one website you can access. For example, this one I am accessing. So click on this log and read connection is not secure. Click on this one. Your connection to this site is not private information. You submit could be viewed by other like password, messages, credit card, etc. informations. Right now, click on more information and read this line. Connection is not encrypted. Okay. Now, information sent over the internet without encryption. So we already done. It can be seen by other people while it is in transit. Transit means whenever sending, whenever receiving the data. Okay. Now, so that is the reason we are not accessing HTTP website. How to verify? Copy this link and go to your notepad file and paste your website link, and then automatically you can get the service information. Clear? Now, next thing. After done HTTP service, we need to discuss about the next service. And first we need to create the design, then we can discuss. Hold on. So we are getting this side a user connected with a modem, and modem connected with your internet service provider. Now, this user say, I want to access again some website. So this user open Google Chrome, and we already opened tab number 1. Now this user open tab number 2. In tab number 2, this user say, I want to access the CCNP website, and then enter. Whenever I enter, this user will again generate data, and this data forward on modem. Modem will accept and forward ISP side. ISP receive and ISP send back reply on modem to user, and user send back this data on application. Then application will represent. We are accessing https://ccnp.com. Now, so verify which type of service we are accessing right now. HTTPS. Why we are getting HTTPS? Why we are not getting a HTTP? So clear the HTTP service information first. This side we discuss the theoretical part. HTTPS. So hyper text transfer protocol, and S means it's a secure. Okay, now one more thing. It is also used for web service. It is used by web servers. One more thing. This service use a port number. HTTP use 80, so this one use 443. This service always do data encode and decode task. Okay, one more thing. This service always perform encryption. One more thing. This service provide secure connection in between client and server. Give me 1 second, hold on. Okay, now verify one more thing. This service provide a secure connection in between client and server. Okay. Now one more thing. Whenever user access HTTPS service, then data encrypt before sending over the internet. Okay. one more thing. Whenever user send data with the help of this service, so data sniffing not possible. Clear? Now one more thing. If I'm using HTTPS, so it's a good, but what is the meaning of encoding and decoding? It's a method you need to learn first. Encode and decode. It is used by a machine to convert human readable data into machine readable. Okay, one more thing. This process done by you can say ASCII and UTF algorithm. If someone asking what is the meaning of ASCII called American Standard Code of Information Interchange. Okay, right now one more thing, ASCII. It is used only 1 byte algorithm. One more thing, ASCII. It is possible to do encode and decode only English language. Okay, only this language. So if you are speaking in German, Chinese, French, Arabic, so it's not possible if you are sending emojis as well. Now, one more thing. That is the reason after ASCII, we are using a different algorithm. This algorithm called UTF. UTF means Unicode Transformation. Clear? Now, why we use this one? It is also used to do encode and decode. UTF. This one is different types of algorithm in UTF, but it's a 2 byte algorithm. How many bytes? 2 byte. UTF support multiple languages. If you are speaking in Chinese, okay, Japanese, Arabic, Hebrew, English, every language, plus emojis as well. If you are sending this type of emojis, a smile, said, okay, this kind of emojis also supported by a UTF algorithm. Now one more thing you need to remember. If someone says, what is the meaning of encryption or connection secure? So must be clear this one thing. HTTPS use certificate to do encryption and provide secure connection. Certificate type, we are getting TLS, we are getting SSL. So basically TLS means it's a 128-bit encryption we are performing. But if we are using SSL, 256-bit encryption we can perform. 256-bit. Okay. So right now, one more thing. What is the meaning of 128-bit or 256? If you write down A, so this A character convert into 128 character or 256, depend on your algorithm. Okay. One more thing. This certificate provided by a locally, okay, or globally also. You can purchase or you can use self-certificate. But if you are accessing public sites, so always required a public certificates. Okay. Now one more thing. Okay, now this user say, okay, I'm getting the login option in this website, and this login option, we are getting some username, we are getting some password as well. So right now username, this user will write down admin and password is 1234 and then sending the data. But this modem connected with some user, and this one is which one, PCDF? Attacker. Now this attacker will capture your data and then read your data. Inside data, we are getting a website is https://ccnp.com. We are getting a username. We are getting a password. But this username, we are getting some this type. This type. So this data will be encrypted. How is it possible to verify this thing is true or false? You just need to again access your Firefox web browser and read step by step. Go to, for example, JNtechNetworks.com. For example, if you are accessing this website, how to verify this one is publicly available, first thing. Second, this one is authorized or not authorized, or secure or not secure. You can verify. First thing, we are getting HTTPS, and click on this log symbol and verify connection is secure, and click on this one. This connection will be verified by let's encrypt. Okay, click on more information. Okay, now verify one more thing. Connection encrypted with the help of TLS, with the help of 128-bit characters key, and plus 256-bit encryption also performing. Now one more thing, the page you are viewing was encrypted before being transmit your data over the internet. Encryption makes it difficult for unauthorized people to view information traveling between computer. It is therefore unlikely that anyone read this page as it travel across the network. Okay. You can verify also this certificate. If you click on this certificate, you can get more details. Okay. Country name, clear. Validity of certificates. Now, click on one more thing. This one is public key information. Okay. Now, encryption key name. Okay. Now, one more thing. Scroll down. Some other basic information we are getting. Clear? Now, one more thing. If you access google.com, for example, google.com. So google.com is also getting HTTPS. Click on this one. Connection secure and verify by Google Trust Service. Click on more information. This thing we are getting, plus we are getting certificate. Clear? And click on general option. And now verify the text encoding method is which one, dear? Which one? UTF. Clear? We are sending via UTF. So we done two services, HTTP or HTTPS. Now tomorrow we discuss the part of FTP service and DNS service. Okay. You just need to install the Firefox and read the topics. Okay. We meet again and discuss the next topic in next class. Abel, can you hear me? This thing is clear?
Yeah, I can hear you. I have few questions, please.
Okay. Okay. Bye bye.